He told them to kill Edwina by any means necessary. His only condition: don't hurt the children.
But how can you kill somebody you love? Because you love them. How is it not love? You think if he ain't love her, he would have got her killed after that relationship? I feel like he gave a fuck too much. I know I'm not tripping. He gave a fuck too much. Cause if he ain't love her or care about her at all, then why would he get her killed when they broke up and she got a whole new man? Why would he not just kill her? Why would he kill the other guy also? It must be love. In his head it might be love. Like, life is about perspectives, gang. So it's like everybody got their own perspective on each situation. He could have been so damn heartbroken. He could have been crying. He couldn't like really just not knew how to handle this shit. And felt like, damn, like, you don't know what was going through his head. Shit get deep, gang. Shit get deep. I ain't gonna lie. Shit get deep.
Fighting for every breath.
Shit get deep.
But this story is just getting started. Because what happened next will leave you questioning everything you think you know about human psychology. The police investigation moved fast. Thanks to an anonymous tip, they arrested 2 men, Quentin Bernard Jones and his accomplice. And when the pressure mounted, they cracked. Both hitmen pointed their fingers straight at Danny Brown. One of them confessed that Danny had approached him a month before the shooting, offering him a $10,000 car and cash to carry out the murders. The motive? Danny and Edwina had been constantly feuding over their children, and he couldn't handle her moving on with someone else. The evidence was overwhelming. 2 hitmen, both ready to testify. One got 55 years in prison. The other got life.
What?
Danny Brown was charged with capital murder and attempted murder. Justice was finally coming for Daniel Hill's death and Edwina's near murder.
What?
But then something unthinkable happened. The day before...
First of all, we gotta get this understood right now. Whoever them 2 hitman was, them was not no hitman, bro. Cause ain't no way you a hitman and you used to doing this shit and you do that shit for real and take it serious and you in there testifying and you getting testifying, you getting caught. Y'all ass both got caught for that shit. But y'all hitman, I don't think they hitman. They can't be no hitman, not no real hitman. And they testified. A real hitman would have knew, like, shit, I could testify all I want, but I still did that, so I'm going to jail. I'm going to jail.
Danny's
that's
trial,
crazy.
Prosecutors received devastating
10K and some
news.
cash. Now his life
Edwina
gone.
Brown,
Both of their life gone.
the
55
victim
years.
of this assassination attempt, refused to
That
cooperate
car
with
collecting
authorities.
dust right now. That car
She
collecting
wouldn't
dust right
testify
now.
against the man who tried to have her killed.
That car collecting
Phone
dust.
recordings between Edwina and
That
Danny from
10K
jail
probably been gone.
convinced prosecutors that she would never help them put him away. Without her testimony, the case fell apart. All charges against Danny Brown were dropped in August 2012. The man who orchestrated the murder of Daniel Hill and the attempted murder of Edwina walked free. It gets worse. Just 2 weeks after surviving bullets to her chest and hip, just 2 weeks after watching her boyfriend die, protecting her, Edwina Brown made a decision that shocked everyone who knew her.
Hold on.
She married Danny Brown, the same man who had just tried to have her executed. She married her would-be assassin. Family and friends were
What the
devastated.
fuck?
They couldn't understand it.
What the fuck? Hold on, bro. Hold on, bro.
Happened. The day before Danny's trial, prosecutors received devastating news. Edwina Brown, the victim of this assassination attempt, refused to cooperate with authorities. She wouldn't testify against the man who tried to have her killed. Phone recordings between Edwina and Danny from jail convinced prosecutors that she would never help them put him away. Without her testimony, the case fell apart. All charges against Danny Brown were dropped in August 2012. The man who orchestrated the murder of Daniel Hill and the attempted murder of Edwina walked free. It gets worse. Just 2 weeks after surviving bullets to her chest and hip, just 2 weeks after watching her boyfriend die, protecting her, Edwina Brown made a decision that shocked everyone who knew her.
Ooh, she
married Danny
married
Brown,
him.
the same man who had
She
just tried to have her
married this nigga.
executed. She married her would-be assassin. Family and friends were devastated. They couldn't understand it. How could a strong, independent woman who had just stared death in the face choose to spend her life with her attempted murderer? Domestic violence experts will tell you that leaving an abuser is often the most dangerous time for victims. But this...
I ain't gonna lie though, that's facts though. Especially like if drugs involved. If drugs involved, I ain't gonna lie. A female get abused every day, especially if it's drugs involved. If he's supplying her and keeping her high, she's not gonna want to leave. She's not gonna be able to leave. For real.
This defied all logic. Make it she
Crazy,
did.
and she
For
married
the
him.
next 11 years, Danny and Edwina Brown lived as husband and wife. Years after the attempt on her life,
It
she
gotta
was
be another
publicly
plot
standing
twist.
by Danny. What kind of psychological hold did this man have over her?
Yeah, it's another
The
7
warning
minutes.
signs were always there.
I know it's
Danny's
another
criminal
plot twist.
history, his violence, his need for control.
It gotta be another plot twist.
But Edwina had made her choice.
This shit too crazy already.
And she was
It's
sticking
only
with
been
it.
7 minutes.
For over a decade, it seemed like maybe, just maybe, this impossible story might have a different ending. Maybe Danny had changed. Maybe love really could conquer all.
Until
Maybe Edwina's faith in him was justified.
until
But on March the 27th,
yup.
2024, all of those hopes were shattered.
When?
Something happened that day.
What happened?
An argument, a disagreement.
About?
We may never know exactly what triggered
Okay.
it.
What
But
happened
whatever
after
it was,
the argument?
it brought out the monster that had been lurking inside Danny Brown all along. Only this time, there would be no hospital recovery, no second chances, no miraculous survival. This time, Danny Brown was going to finish what he started. Around 4 p.m. on March the 27th, 2024, Danny Brown walked into their home on Fairley Drive. What started as another argument between an estranged couple quickly escalated into something deadly. According to police,
The information we have is that Danny Brown entered the house. I guess maybe an argument ensued. He allegedly shot his wife, and she later succumbed to those injuries at a nearby hospital.
just like that, Edwina Brown, the woman who had survived an assassination attempt, who had built a life of dance and dreams and laughter, was gone. The vibrant mother who coached young dancers, who spread joy on social media, who fought so hard to create happiness despite the darkness in her
Bruh, my
past,
mind
had been
blown right
silenced
now.
forever.
What the fuck?
But Danny
bro?
Brown, he wasn't done being a coward. He ran. A massive manhunt began immediately. The U.S. Marshal
Bro, this story's so damn crazy, bro. So they broke up. He hired 2 hitmen to kill her and her boyfriend. She got shot, survived. Her boyfriend died. The 2 hitmen testified against him and told them that he paid for her to get killed. She didn't testify on this nigga. She ain't testify. So the charges was dropped. He free. Then they get married. And then he ended up killing her again. I mean, not killing her again, but he actually killed her this time. And the crazy part about it, if she would have testified, his ass would have got life. His ass would have been gone. She would have still been alive. This shit crazy work, gang. This shit is crazy work. That was her sign. She missed a sign. Her sign to stop messing with him was when he tried to get her killed. That was her sign, and she ignored it. She ignored that shit. She could have got him locked up for life. Or even if she still didn't testify, if she somehow could have not married him and stayed with him, maybe she would have been safe. But the first sign that she needed to get away from that nigga, or that he wasn't no good for her, was when he tried to get her killed. And she ignored that shit. You can't die. You can only dodge death so many times before it's actually gonna be death, gang. No cap. You can only dodge death so many times,
were
gang.
called in. Danny Brown was considered
You're gonna
armed.
get a
and
few
extremely
chances.
Dangerous. Police warned the
Gonna get a
public.
few
He should be
chances to
considered,
see that shit and be like, okay, I
armed
need
and
to do
highly
something different. I need to change.
But here's where this gets even
Not gonna
more
make it every
chilling.
time.
Danny himself called the Little Rock Police Department. Listen to what the authorities said about that call.
One of our biggest tips, I guess, came from Danny Brown himself. He actually called the Little Rock Police Department,
my kids need
gave a
protective
statement to
custody.
them, and then made the statement that he would basically either harm himself or harm others if he was ever cornered by, anyone, especially law enforcement.
This man was
That shit's
threatening to
sad,
go out
though.
in a blaze of violence. The
That
same
shit's sad.
person who had orchestrated one murder, attempted another, and now successfully carried out a third, was promising even more bloodshed if anyone tried to stop him. For weeks, Danny Brown evaded
Damn, I
capture,
missed the murder. God
but the
damn.
US Marshals don't give up. They tracked him all the way to Dallas, Texas, to an apartment complex where he thought he was safe. Danny tried one last desperate escape attempt.
What do you
He
do?
tried to jump off the balcony, but saw more officers waiting below, trapped,
Over
cornered,
again.
nowhere to run. Danny Brown surrendered. The manhunt was over.
Locked up, they won't let me out. They won't let me out. I'm locked up, won't let me out. Oh.
Night at 6,
My
a
bad.
man Little Rock police called armed and
bad.
dangerous is in custody
Damn, my
after
head.
weeks on the run.
Danny Brown was charged with capital murder. The prosecutor is seeking life in prison. He's being held without bail and is forbidden from contacting the 2 children he shared with Edwina. But here's the devastating reality. Those 2 children are now orphans. Their mother is dead, murdered by their father. Their father will likely spend the rest of his life behind bars. These innocent kids have lost everything because of one man's inability to let go, to accept rejection, to control his rage. How many red flags
Everything she just said deserved a whistle. That's why I kept whistling. Like everything she just said was like a whistling moment, like a damn, damn, damn. And then it just keep adding up, damn, 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 like damn.
do we ignore? How many times do we tell ourselves that someone can change, that love can fix everything, that the past doesn't predict the future?
The past
She
don't
spent
predict
11
the future. Past don't predict the future. Really, like your past controlled the future when it was the present.
Years believing that somehow, some way, this story could have a different ending. The tragedy isn't just that Edwina died.
I don't want to hear this, the rest of this sad ass shit, bro. That was a crazy ass story, though. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Tryna find out how you listen, we really in. You know I'm from the south, it's tatted on my skin. I can lose you and turn it to a win. All I gotta do is make a song and throw me back a 10.